Hello and welcome to this very interesting match played on a modded version of Geisa. As you can see, it's very different to that old one that was in ranked a long time ago. This was played as part of the Warmo modded map tournament, which I live streamed. It's on the channel, first link in the description. Really good tournament. We got to see lots of new maps, and this was one game which was highly recommended to me, which I did not manage to cover live. So we're covering it now. So basically, the two contestants, you've got Fortitude Fence, who used to be ranked one on the ladder. I'm not sure what he's up to these days. And he's playing 35th US Infantry Division, one of the newest divs. It's basically a very good div, unlike Rugener, which sort of launched in an awful state and then got worse. And he's up against EriHw, who's playing 4th Schutzen, one of the first divs in the game. But it's gone through a lot of changes. We're playing on Geisa Duel. And yeah, people have questions about like which side the map's better and stuff. Basically, the blue side, the approach is way more covered, which is nice. The red side, you know, if the enemy breaks through here, you're basically never getting back in. So I prefer the blue side, but there are some interesting pathing problems with the map back here. But hey, I mean, you know, it's a modded map, and this was the first tournament. This was the first modded map tournament. So let's have a look at the deployment, shall we? So we got Fortitude Fence opening two M60 ACAV, so this is a recon tank M60. It is a recon tank M60, and they are going to Golf. Behind that, he's got three National Guard Cav Scouts Dragon. So this is a scout with a dragon, right? And it's National Guard, and it's also Cav. So he's sending a big blob of recon guys over to there, and he's backing it up with one of these Huey gunships, which I really don't like. I think they're very, very bad. Like one autocannon and they die, but he knows he's against 4th Schutzen, which does not have any autocannons. So he's free to bring these, and the BMP ones won't be able to do too much about it, although KPVTs will mess it up. And they've got similar ranges, so you see the... not that one. 12, 25 against helicopters, but 1400 against ground, whereas this is, yeah, 1400. But you want the miniguns, in which case, yes, you will be in range of the enemy. And then he's got two of these wheeled Rolands, which are pretty good, and then four National Guard M40s, which are going all over the place. Like three there, one here, just in case somebody breaks through, I guess. MP Patrol going to Golf. MP Patrol. Wow, he really wants Golf. Two more M60s, and the Rolands, and the M60 Command. So he's just not going into the town at all. He just really wants Golf. Interesting. Switch into his opponent's deployment. We got a bunch of SPW-70s here for EriHw. Scouting. And then, you know, he's not even going for Golf. Schutzen conquers. He's probably, yes, he wants the town. And honestly, I think... I think he's going to get it. So FS Jaeger are going to get there really, really fast. And then he's backing them up with a Cub and some Pioneers and some Motorisierte. Then he's sending the SPWs back, is he? No, he's not. Never mind. Just he's manually pathing them down here so that they don't go on the road, which would instead take them around like this. And then, yeah, this anti-tank gun, which he's going to put there, it's got a max range ATGM on it, so if he gets it to there, nobody's coming down this road anymore, basically. And given the reinforcement roads, I'm pretty sure they try and turn here, but I'm not 100% sure. EriHw and Estrella. So we'll cast the game, and we'll do it from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners. They get their names on the screen, they get their videos early, they get members exclusive videos, and they're the ones bankrolling the channel. They're making all this possible. If you don't want to pay money, that's fine. Please just like the videos and leave a comment on them. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done already. It makes YouTube... I'm dying here. Makes YouTube recommend the videos to more people, which in turn helps me, right? So help me help you. Because like misery loves company, right? So you want as many people watching these videos as possible. So what have we got to say here? This gunship... we're going to see it go toe-to-toe with the SPW-70. The dumbfire rockets are really bad. Okay, Eri, he's not chancing it. I think if... well, I guess the other two already separated out. If he'd sent all three on that, he would have got it. But he's sending over the AA helo. But these only have a HE of 4, so you'd have to hit it twice. and the AA Rolands are coming in here. This is like, if you compare this to an Osa, it's like beggars belief that the Osa is as bad as it is, because it's also, for 5 points more, it's also wheeled, and it's got higher range and higher accuracy. So yeah, I mean, the fact that it's reservist is neither here nor there because nobody cares. I mean, if it's getting shot, it's dying anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's reservist. Anyway, I think Fortitude giving up the town is a really bad idea because there are 4 zones off this town. 4 zones can be contested with this town, and so he's just gone for the open. If you take this, it's not really giving you... I mean, it's giving you maybe... Yeah, you'll have preferential access to hotel, and you'll be able to threaten Echo. Certainly, you know, if you take Echo, that's great. But at the end of the day, he's abandoned the town, and that's where all the points are. So, you know, once Eri gets a CV on the board, he could literally just cap all this and then send it to there. And then he's contesting this +2. So I think the town is a lot more important than the open on this map. But, you know, this was the tournament where these maps were played. Oh, don't tell me he's going to lose one of these. Whoa, gets really lucky there. Most of this game is based around luck. If that had hit that would have been a 140-point swing. But alas, 55%. Sometimes the odds are not in your favour. So that Conquest is probably going to get mauled now by all this stuff. Yeah, it's yet to hit much of anything, and now it's died. 3 misses. What can you do, eh? Although this one, I'm pretty sure he drove out of range. So, with this being reservist, it will actually stay low cohesion for a very long time. Sadly, the stat card does not update the accuracy, but it will be much lower now. So, accuracy reduced by 75%. So, that means... So, what, 50% is 30? Yeah, so that means the accuracy is legit 15% on this at max range. So Eri's getting another bundle of sticks over here, but he's lost most of his position to this death blob, so these ATGMs are going to struggle. This pack will probably be able to hit that M40. This guy's going the wrong way. That's 20 points, you never see it again. And the thing is that it might be able to get 1 unit. Oh man, it's the fact that it went on the CV, that the CV was there, was quite bad for Fortitude. So he's going to take a little bit longer to cap that zone. And keep in mind, Eri is winning because he's got more zones than his opponent. Fortitude needs to get to here, basically, for it to be worth it. So Eri's bought 2 AT planes. He's bought the max range ones. I really like these, and it's good to see somebody else does as well. I think he's upvetted them once, so he only gets 3. Otherwise, you'd get 4. And if you put them on aggressive, then they'll shoot at max range. But that was on passive and just seemed to whiff completely. I'm not sure what it was going for. That was weird. Anyway, you know, Blue has taken some losses here. He needs to get this into the zone. He just does not seem like he's not even capped that one. He's gone for the Hilo CV now. MiG-29, will it be F-16? I mean, who knows? Big air RNG in the air game. I'm pretty sure they either both hit each other or one missile detonated on both. The Cub was on attack move, so didn't follow through there. And okay, so he gets the kill. And one Roland hits both of them because they were so clumped up. He could have evac'd them earlier. Like, as soon as the missile's away, you can evac, and then you'd... I don't know, he probably still would have been shot at. He probably still would have taken a loss there. The Roland's going down here. Okay, I was going to say, this thing can definitely stop that. If it was... I'm not sure because of the... you know, because of the line of sight tool being bad. It's like, this says that it can't shoot down there, but actually it can. So always worth checking both ways. And Eri, yeah, now he's going to contest this back one. And he's got the Cub up. And he'll get the second Cub up, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't leave it here. And he's going to be A-OK, basically. So the minimum range on these dragons went down to like 125 meters. But we don't get a chance to see that there with the M40 kill and everything. And Fortitude just not in any great hurry to cap much of anything. He's just put that slightly outside the zone, so Eri's still on a +4. Yeah, like he's just sat outside the zone with his command tank, and he's not doing anything with it. Many such cases, many such cases. So big blue blob on its way through. And I'll be honest, it's taken him too long. He's given his opponent too much time here to reinforce. Certainly, Eri's strategy is much more intelligent than Fortitude's strategy. Just taking the town is better. But you know, hindsight's 2020. I know Eri practiced for this tournament. I'm not sure Fortitude did. I have no idea. LGBT. I mean, he wants this, right? But there's a lot of AA there. There's a lot of AA there. Well, one Cub, one Strela. This is too far away, I suppose. It's been left switched off. 35 wide does get seed. And now he's got to permanently keep that one there. And because of this. And because it's a Hilo CV, you know, he's liable to getting smacked. So, the Cub misses. And even if it hit, it wouldn't have killed that. It would need 2 hits. Oh, it's going for the Huey. Okay. I was going to say, range. So he's actually kept this in, and now he knows that this has fired all its missiles, because that Huey, that empty Huey, which he used to bait the AA, it's not being shot at anymore, which means that he can now actually go for the Cub. But he loses visual. The Cub retreats somewhat. No, he doesn't. He kills it. Okay. Weird one there. And he buys the next LGBT, because now he knows there's no AA over here. The Cub over here could be moved over here, but it's not being done. And it tries to evac the wrong way. AA Hilo is on the prowl. Needs some health, really. And Fortitude, yeah, he's taking the next zone, but, you know, Eri's still on a +3. And you look how hard Fortitude has to work for this, whereas Eri just sort of started with all this. So these SPWs are going to get lit up. And, okay, this is probably dead now. Because, okay, it's dodging. And yeah, it gets double hit by that Cub there. So when it gets closer, the accuracy goes up, right? So it was quite close there. So it wouldn't be just 50%. I'm not sure if he's upvetted that, or if that got a vet from killing that thing. So yeah, Eri's still winning, but in taking this zone, Fortitude will even the tick, and then he can try coming over here. And in the meantime, these T-55s trade reasonably well against the M60s because they have... Whoops. Why is that one so cheap? Oh, range on the gun. They've got one less pen, but they've got Resolute, and whereas these are reservists, so they just cry about it as soon as they get shot, whereas these don't. That's basically it. Anyway, we'll see what happens when he tries to land this one here, because I think this SPW will just kill him. But in taking that, he would be on a +2. He does need to sort this out, though. Like, yeah, I think this is dead. I think this is going to die, because this is just going to shoot it. And this isn't in a position to stop that. So maybe it'll cap in time, maybe it won't. We'll find out. It's not actually doing as much as I thought it would. So he's leaving, he's not capping the zone. I'm surprised he didn't just go for it, but I guess he's like, okay, whatever, I'll just send... Okay, oh, okay. He baited it into the M40, and, well, he was moving the M40 as well, and now... Yeah, now, basically, Fortitude needs to get over here as fast as possible. He's not brought a smoke mortar with him, so... Eri is quite intelligently putting his tanks so that they could shoot this gap here, which is where the CV would have to go. He also doesn't know what's going on over here. I'm surprised he doesn't send somebody down here, but... Yeah. And now, Eri's got a lot of these tanks, 130 pointers. They're quite expensive for what they are, but everything is these days. It's all going up. Fortitude's infantry doesn't really help him too much out here. I mean, once they get that close, they can fire the M67s. He needs a lot of supply to keep this going, and I don't see any on the way. He's trying to buy TOW 2s to kill these tanks. Right, here we go. Standard Fortitude air spam moment, and Eri has not replenished his book, which is really bad news, actually. So he's going for the AA, but this is a high altitude one, so who knows what's going to happen. It actually kills that cluster plane with 2 shots, 2 hits. That's 55% accuracy. And Fortitude using the cluster to go on the AA instead of the LGBT was a big mistake. He should have prioritized that with the LGBT, because that doesn't miss, like the cluster. Where Eri moved out of the way in time there, and he survives on 1 HP. And then with his mediocre cohesion, mediocre apparently red in the Eugen universe, makes it very, very difficult to distinguish this. High cohesion is yellow, it's just nonsensical. We complained about it, but, like, literally as soon as we saw it, we complained about it, everybody complained, but it's a pride thing. They don't like admitting when they do something wrong. So, yeah, T-55's trading, and what this means is basically Fortitude is going to struggle to get his CV tank into that zone. It just does not seem to be in any hurry to do so. I mean, for now he is on a +2, but if he waits long enough. So that Strelo's still up, and another Cub has been purchased. I'm really surprised EriHw's not... Okay, so he has bought that supply. Here we go, AT planes out. They do get short-range missiles, but the F-16 just ate them alive there. Oh, and the Rolands, I suppose. The Seed does not get the Cub. And all of... wow, that was a big losses for EriHw, actually. He lost a lot of stuff there. His AA is still alive, but lots of red. He lost both of his AT planes to those Rolands. Like, flying over the Rolands and the F-16 was pretty rough, and he knew about the Rolands because they shot him at the start. Actually, no, he shot at them with an ATGM, so you'll have known about. So you see how much punishment these T-55s could take in comparison to these M60s, but when you're outnumbered like 5-1 like that, it's difficult. And Fortitude is finally going to try and sort this out. Does actually have his units on defensive, which is interesting. I prefer not to. Basically, it just makes it smoke as soon as somebody shoots it that it can't see. So here we go, he's in there. And EriHw doesn't actually have a CV for this. Oh, there it is. So you would have to drive this over there. But then he won't be buffing up his Cub anymore. And yeah, they are coming at no vet by default, it's just he got a kill. So Fortitude, you know, he's got this pretty locked down. These cheap tanks, you know, infantry's not getting across there. This would probably be able to kill it if EriHw could get vision on it. And he can definitely see it because of that Aufklärer, so he'd have to get this over to there. Or to where that Aufklärer is, and then just outrange it, but then Fortitude's just going to move, right? So, right, +6 for Fortitude, 6 minutes till victory. I was told this was going to be an interesting game, but I don't really see if Red can get back in this. What's happening? What's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. I recently purchased some honey. It was like British honey. I wanted to get local stuff. It tastes really nice, yeah. I mean, I wish I could describe it to you. It just tastes like honey, I suppose. But I like to get honey from like I like to generally things that I buy. If it's like a blend of various things. So for example, you know, your Kenko coffee. That's just a blend of random crap from all over the place. It's got no character to it, and also it changes. Well, does it? I mean, the whole point is that it's not supposed to change. But yeah, also you can never be sure about the quality. So if you buy something from one place, right, so milk that has come from one farm, for example, which I used to do, but Aldi stopped selling it. So, then you know that like you know the farm has a reputation to uphold. Whereas most honey, especially if you're in the EU or the UK, if you look at the label, it will say made from a blend of EU and non-EU honeys. And it's like, well, where is it from then? It's from the cheapest bidder. So you don't know if it's any good. And yeah, you know, still nothing's happening. EriHw, he's smoking now. He's trying to smoke his way in. He's gonna have a problem trying that. These M40s, man, they just don't have the range. I think a tow team would be better, although that obviously can't shoot infantry. I do think that this is a weakness with Fortitude Fence's strategy here, to have a Helo CV there, because that dies quite easily, although he's got a backup one. Over here, yes, EriHw did move his anti-tank gun forwards. And, oh, it's actually shooting that way, wow. But the M40 cleans it out. So, okay, so now Fortitude's trying to get in this way. And all the very stuff's here. He's got a lot of T-55 AM2s. Like, they're not that strong, but Fortitude Fence's tanks are not strong either. They don't stand up well to these T-55s. They're quite expensive for what they are. And so these T-55s will win that fight. So I see. So he smoked here so that the toes that are here couldn't shoot across, and so he's having to maneuver all his stuff out of the way. What you want is this, yes, and then you need CV next to it, so you'd have to put that Hilo CV next to it. And then you put it on counter battery and blow up these mortars. But they've got MTLB transport, so that's, oof, side shot with a Bastion ATGM there. And yeah, I think, yeah, so he'll be able to see this. So really, Fortitude, he's got 2 mortars. He could definitely smoke all this up, but he's just not doing it. LGBT takes out the Strela 1, but we won't be seeing it for a while. It's been really beaten up by that. Fortitude just not using his mortars, just sort of zoning out, it seems. Not smoking his CV. Not, like, this has smoke on it. Yikes. So that's going to put it down to a +2 for Fortitude. I mean, he's still winning. But he's going for this. He might get it. He probably will, yeah, because it wasn't moving. If it had gone this way, it would have been fine. So that'll put it back to a +4, right? But I think Fortitude, he's having some serious issues here. Like, there's just too much stuff. I do like this M67 positioning. See how they both valiantly missed there. And these guys just keep going on their merry way. Cub draining its missiles against a Huey supply. I'm surprised he's selling it, actually. I'd keep it around so it could do that a bit more. And, yeah, it takes a while to cap these points now. They neutralize straight away, but they take ages to cap. And, yeah, everybody's shooting smoke all over the place. Fortitude, he's trying to get in here, but maybe that was a bridge too far. Although I'm sure if he gets these engineer flams in with their 12 strength, they would kill all this, but instead he's not doing that. Hopefully this is shooting the SPW-70, because that's what can kill it. And he's not really committing his forces here. He's not really using his forces. The Tow Cobra is being covered by Fortitude's own smoke. So, like, this would be able to shoot all that, but it can't. These guys have, like, hit nothing, basically. It's really embarrassing. But, yeah, now the smoke means that Eri's taken this back. And, if you recall, Fortitude's tank died here. So, actually, he's going to lose this whole zone, which is going to make it a +2 to Eri. No, it's not. It's going to make it +0. So, he's brought a Hilo CV, but this is the problem with the Hilo CVs, that it's very difficult to get them into places. Obviously, this is covered by smoke. Smoke from Fortitude Fence's own devices, smoking off the enemy CV here. Oh, wow. Okay, so once the smoke faded, the Tow Cobra could finally shoot. But that means also that, oh, the Strela is not going on the CV. It's going on the Tow Cobra. These guys are not in that building, which means they're dying. And looks like Fortitude's going to take that back for now. Here we go. Okay, so now Eri's smoking. This thing is literally trying to point blank CV locations. I think Fortitude's bought a bit too much eye here. I'm not sure why he'd buy 2 M110s when he's being pushed like this. Eri's bought another CV, presumably to send up to here, but yeah, I really think Fortitude should have taken the opportunity to actually use these units to get in here, rather than just leaving them. Like, they're not helping. He could have used these 2 tanks as well, moved them up. Like, he could obviously see the enemy. AT playing out. It's this one, which we very rarely see. Gets hit by the Rollins, not going to be seeing him for a while, but the Tow Cobra goes down, presumably to the Strela. And Fortitude back on this +4, 20 minutes left. Gets hit. Ooh, gets hit twice there. And the Seed was just too far behind. It does kill that Cub. Although this one's been switched off now. Now it's been switched back on, which you could do immediately because they haven't been bothered to fix that either. Unlike Broken Arrow. A lot of people say I'm too negative about the game. But the fact of the matter is that there are certain other YouTubers who are basically like Eugen's stenographers. They just constantly shout the praises of Eugen. They don't want anything bad to be ever said about them. And honestly, I think it's gross. It makes me want to throw up when I listen to it. They're not paying you. If there's a problem with the game, why don't you want to say what it is? And there you go. This is Hilo CV moment right here. It's having serious problems getting in and out. And Eri now knows that it's gone, which means he can drive his own in. And this is the big problem with the Hilo CV. That died, and I'm not even sure what killed it. You would assume it was a plane, but I mean, it might have been this, if it was there or something. So Fortitude back on that +4, but EriHw's going to take this, and then it'll be a +0 because this is a +2 zone. So yeah, if he should have bought this a long time ago, really. These Hilo CVs, I really don't rate them. But basically, he likes to play very aggressively and then cap out the back zones, which he didn't cap at the start with his Hilo CV. But in situations like this, it just becomes useless, so you just can't use it anymore. So both sides smoke at each other, and this is just target switching like absolute mad, and then another smoke round lands on it. He really needs to drive through here and kill this. I really think he shouldn't have bought that artillery. I do like that, though. That's good counter battery. Takes out those 2 mortars. Sadly, this thing on the side doesn't tell us about it. But we shouldn't flame the game. The game's perfect, remember? The game is perfect. For I do it for free. That Roland just gets dueled by this thing and dies. It's pretty embarrassing. Notice Fortitude hasn't got any, like, anything other than those 2 Rolands in terms of AA. I guess he's relying mainly on his fighters, but certainly in situations like this, he's struggling. So this thing is hiding. And yeah, so the tick stops, and this is mainly because Fortitude's not got a ground-based CV. So now he's running this Roland down here trying to shoot that, but oh, okay. But will it? Yeah, but is he sticking around? Okay, he's not sticking around. So that was just a pure RNG interaction there. So like this didn't hit that, but that did hit that, and it's all done off percentages, and it can really decide games. So it's But we mustn't insult the developer. The game is perfect. So, lots of M60A1, or M60 in general, rises showing up here. No military police for them, so they're just staying on the, very low cohesion. All those debuffs. Like, I believe you get a fire rate decrease and stuff like that. 1 Roland is not sufficient to get rid of this. And you'll notice that EriHw's tanks are just better. Also, he's shooting him in the side, so he's getting side shots, whereas Fortitude is just shooting from the front, like he's not got anything here. He's relying mainly on his air. Right, Weasel is out for that cub. Misses. And the AT misses. But the Weasel did save the AT there. By stunning it. And yeah, the cluster guy gets his shots off. Well, Weasel's got to get out of there. MiG-29 fires its long-range missiles and evacs. And yeah, Fortitude is going to start losing if EriHw gets this CV up here. I'm really surprised he's just made absolutely no attempt to do anything about that. Like at some point he definitely could have pushed the town a bit, although there's a lot of infantry in here. So maybe he was reluctant to do so. But now I think the trades are in EriHw's favour. I mean, Fortitude's obviously got a load of planes currently repairing and refueling and rearming, but EriHw seems to have more on the map. These M60A1s, they're not really doing their job, and he's not got a military police car with them at all, which is really not good. So now he's trying to bring in helicopter stuff. I mean, this one's going to take a lot more to kill, because if he starts clustering this corner again, it won't make a difference. So he needs to unload those and then use the helicopters to find it while his air's circling, and then he can kill it, because there's only 1 cub here in range to stop that. So yeah, he needs to save all these Hueys, and then he can send them all back. Yeah, so +2 to EriHw now. And he's not that far behind on points because of the helicopter shenanigans, etc. So, not looking over. Like, it's still all to play for here. So Fortitude switch more into defense and build it up and build it up. Yeah, I'm not sure what his next plan is. I mean, I've run out of. It's empty now. I can't talk about the honey anymore. Yeah, what can I say? And my chemistry teacher, my high school chemistry teacher, did his PhD on molybdenum. Damn thing. molybdenum here. And he did something called X-ray diffraction on molybdenum crystallite structures. So yeah, okay, so something's happening again. He's still trying to push up. I mean, he doesn't have to. He just has to sit here now, and he'll be fine. 13 minutes left. I'm pretty sure he'll win. So you see, he buys a backup CV. He's lost quite a few CVs over here, but he's got 2 backup CVs, just in case the next one dies to a plane. It's like Fortitude is saving the helicopters. And yeah, I'm surprised he's not trying to hit these buildings with these howitzers. Like he's... Where's the other one? He had 2. Wow, one must have died somehow. He must have sent it too close to the front line. I mean, we saw how they were like shotgunning. So that's obviously a big waste of money if you lose. It takes income on something that really shouldn't be dying. Um, so here you go. Right, so here come the Hueys. I haven't seen this game ahead of time. It's just sort of obvious what the play is here. So yeah, and then he's sending in the Hueys, and the Hueys will spot the Führer, and then the LGBT will shoot the Führer. So there you go. It's revealed it. There's a lot of SPW-70s there, so he's not going to have much time. He's gone for the wrong unit. Because he'll just see like a question mark above him unless they get really close. So he didn't actually solve the problem there. And now he's lost his vision. So that was... and now he's been hit. So yeah, we're not going to be seeing him again for a long time. And I'm pretty sure the other one died. So big oof there for Fortitude. It means this will prevail. EriHw purchasing more cubs. Must have 2 cards. 2 cards of cubs. And he's moving them as well, so these mortars and stuff won't get him. Fortitude not really using his artillery to best effect. And EriHw's still catching up. He's still catching up, so he's got to do something or he's going to lose. But EriHw seems content to buy like defensive options now. He's just buying 100mm everywhere. These are defensive guns. And he realizes that, well, look, all I have to do is just sit here. I'm on a +2 and I'll win. Which is fair enough, really. He's buying some bundles of sticks there. Now he's got his backup CV for when his main one dies, so he can continue to get on that +2. MiG-29 gets hit by the Roland, but there's just one Roland here. This is about to run out of fuel even. Same with this one. He's brought another one, another 2 out to substitute for that. But EriHw's doing a good job keeping his cubs off, etc. Right, here we go. Fortitude, he's attacking, but he actually is significantly outnumbered by his opponent, and he's also not... Okay, he's starting to commit all his forces now. And also these Strellas, you know, they don't get sneeded. They don't get sneeded, so gotta be careful. Yeah, so EriHw's counter-attacking, in a manner of speaking. I'm sure that was on purpose. Wow, how is that not dead? Okay. So he's got even more AT planes. He brought a lot of them. He's going for the CV because he knows how long it takes to get CVs up here through these windy roads. And so does Fortitude, so he's got his own backup. He's losing these AT planes. Like, you'll notice that he just went for AT planes, but that Sneed there got picked up by these Strellas. This is now a max vet Strela with 65% accuracy because it is. And yeah, so clusters away. It's going on the infantry. The AT planes are dying, but EriHw just needs to buy time. Fortitude really needs to get that smoke on the go and get in here, but he needs more infantry, he needs more everything. And he's just continuing to take his chances with these AT missiles, and eventually it's EriHw's got like 8 AT planes or something. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Does he not know? I mean, he must do because he's shooting it. He is going to show side armor and explode. Okay, he's changed his mind. Send in the other guys first. EriHw's got a CV for this, should it come down to it. He's loading up his AT guns and moving them around. But yeah, Fortitude, he needs to clear out all this infantry, and you know, he needs stuff. Like, he does actually have a Humvee MP. So like, why isn't that with his tanks? It would just make him do so much better. All you got to do is click F and click on the tanks. He must have forgot or something. He's buying more stuff, but he's bringing it in very, very slow transports. Tracked slow transports. He's showing as much side armor as he can, as humanly possible. He's got a very low turn rate there because he was low cohesion, and now he's dead. So here comes the next one. Gets hit by the Cub, and Vet 3 Strela. Ooh, Vet 3 Strela misses. Eri's still on this +2. I really do think that if Fortitude had sent all this to here, it would get there faster, and it'd probably be more successful, but... Okay, he's really making mistakes now. I mean, he's like halfway through this attack, and now he's just sending this over here. I think it's going to explode. Or at least it'll get hit. So it'll at least smoke the corner with your many, many, many artillery pieces. Or send some infantry in front. Alas, he believes the best course of action is to just sit there with no support. He's not even sent this up, although that would get hit by a bundle of sticks. So, okay, so he's smoking with the tank itself. F-16 suicides to deal with the helicopter. Seed's out. Seed shoots the Cub. Misses, but the Cub hits. Oh, the AT plane got it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was the AT plane. It's hard to tell. And there you go. So that hasn't worked out. But now he's going back in, and he's still not smoking it. So this smoke is going to fade any second now, and then these guys are just going to front shot that, and it's going to rout. Or it'll just die. So... back to a +2 for Eri in a few seconds. And, like, why? Imagine if all that stuff was over here, although, I don't know. I think Fortitude's lost it, man. I don't know what to say. Like, if he'd kept that thing alive, all his reinforcements are arriving now. Whoa, that got critted. You know, he's trying to use it, but this actually aims slower unless you put the military police guy next to it, because the reservist trait makes him aim slower, I'm pretty sure. This just like lies essentially. So I'm pretty sure it makes it reload slower, or you know, it does it do everything slower, fire slower. So yeah, imagine if he'd waited a little bit. Instead of sending that there, kept it with these lot would probably get through, particularly with some, you know, lavish use of smoke here, just blob it all in and then get in there. But, you know, he's got commanding positions here. If he got, like, a tank to hit, that'd be huge, because then he could shoot across this way, but... like, Fortitude, he's trying to clear out the AT positions, but he's out of ammo. Eri's still trying to catch up. Still behind, still trying to catch up. Fortitude, he's bought another CV. ITOs are going in on not much of anything. They can't shoot this anti-tank gun. It's the Strelas he's really got to kill, because he really likes his planes, right? And the Strelas keep killing him. Oh, this is going to shoot. 1v1's the Cub. Both miss. Cub's 3 vet now. It's killed so many things. And that gives it a chunky 60% accuracy on a Cub. And it scales with distance. Rifles are in. Or whatever. Engineers, M67. M67s are in. Eri's about to overtake him. I don't think this is going to actually get there in time. Imagine if he'd smoked here and here. And you know, and then just kept that CV going. The one that was here, you know. He's trying this again. Oh, actually, he can actually see it now. He can see it because of the SEWI. So, instead of waiting for a bomber, he reveals his position, he reveals his game, loses his vision, and will now not be able to kill that, so that's just him panicking. Now he's trying to send this over here. It will land and immediately explode. F-16s are out. Big plays. Dive in the AA. Gets that 3 vet Cub. In the meantime, right, the smoke mortars are out. Yeah, he's trying to get the CV in. He's quite a slow boy. 69 points. He's going to get that, but it takes ages to cap the zone. Takes ages to cap the zone. He didn't cap that because he saw the enemy. So now he's trying to do what exactly? Yeah, where's he going? So, Eri's backup CV is going to be deployed here. Really, Fortitude needs to be just clicking all this and right-clicking over here. He does not have time for this nonsense. And there you go. So he baited out that helicopter and that plane, and now he can get back in here. But this thing, I mean, does he? Surely he sees that. Yep, he does. And it goes down, and the Cubs aren't there to answer for it. That's that Strela from before. He's going to try landing in here. EriHw's now in the lead, which means that Fortitude, he's got to get in here as well. Taking this will simply not suffice. Tried to snipe that, but missed. Tries to land this, and ooh, just survives that. The Strelas won't be able to shoot it if it's on the ground because it's not classed as a plane anymore. He needs to send this over, or these, which he is doing. And Fortitude has even the tick. Now he's losing. Now he's losing with 3 minutes left. Wow, what a game. They were right. It is a good game. So now he needs to... He's got a couple minutes. He needs to sort this out. I don't see any more CVs from EriHw. But the fact of the matter is, this is not staying here. This is not... I mean, down it goes. As soon as he got vision with this, he could use the AT plane on it. So Fortitude, you know, he's got to get those mortars going. One of them, they're out of rounds, though. So he's trying to get in there. He's buying wheeled skies now. He knows he's not got time. Recognizes that he just does not have the time. That's not shooting the right thing. Getting a bit desperate now. He's back on a +2. Now got a reasonably comfortable lead. But if Fortitude takes this, there's no CV here apart from this one. If he takes it, then he'll be on a +2 with 2 minutes left. And it looks like he's going to get in. I do like this from EriHw, though. Like, he should really be bringing this out here. So it can shoot. This Schutzendivision BTR does get a decent rocket launcher. I can hear lots of AT planes. They're getting intercepted. Fortitude, he smokes and goes. He's trying to get in there. There you go, he's in. But EriHw's recognized that. So now, yeah, this Panzerjäger, I think, is just going to clean all that up now. And the Motorisierte, because they can't turn, right? So they're going to get side shot by somebody. And the Panzerjäger with 220 pen RPGs just cleans all that out. This guy's got no cover. The smoke has faded, and he is donezo. So GG, well played. Resigned there from Fortitude. And EriHw was the winner. So if you want to see more games on these funny maps, you can... so Fortitude Fence rank 7 now. Lots and lots and lots of games. Wow. Lots of games. And they're all NATO because NATO's OP. And EriHw is me. So I won that game. Maybe one day they'll fix that bug. Maybe one day. Yeah, so GG. That was a pretty funny game, actually. Do please let me know if you thought so as well. And I really do recommend you check out that tournament stream. All the games are time-stamped. There were some really, really good games there. I recommend Finals Game 1 of the tournament. That was really good. But obviously that will then spoil who wins some of the other rounds. So maybe watch them in order. Thanks for sticking with it. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to leave that comment.